All right. First of all, y'all might notice that like my titles typically end up sounding significantly more dramatic than actually the video ends up being. It's lying. Okay. So the first lie here, I kept saying how I was going to post this terrific read visit video. That will not be tonight. The lie is that I spent like a couple weeks ago saying that I would do it soon, and then last week I said I would do it this week, and then right now I'm saying I'm not going to do it right now. The reason being is that takes a lot of editing, and I don't want to edit things right now because it's like past when I should be asleep. And also I'd have to download stuff and video, and I don't want to do the downloads right now because I'd have to sort through what managed to download earlier, and that's just a pain in the butt. Oh, the other thing is I didn't spend nearly as much time at Read as I thought I would. So yeah, there's that. So anyway, that's what the lying is about. It's just me saying when I will post an awesome Read video and how it is not now, like I kept saying that it would be. Also to Melissa, whom I said I would post this video this morning. Clearly that didn't happen. I had a test I had to take for an online class, so I had to ride up to Newton to do that. So that was my morning. And then I had a D&D party, which was awesome. As you're probably aware, I spent the majority of last week in Portland, which is pretty cool. I missed an awful lot of school for that, which is less cool. We flew out last Wednesday. I was in the hotel for 2 nights. Megan was in there for 1. I stayed on campus for 1 night, and then we were in Seaside for 3 nights, and then back at the Radisson for 2. I talked in my last vlog about our awesome adventures climbing mountains and seeing waterfalls, and it was awesome. I said awesome like 8 times in this vlog already. That's the thing. For that, I spent an evening at Reed College, and mostly what that consisted of was me playing on my phone, while college students also played on their phones. Yeah, I guess it was a good time though. Oh, I met the coup to do. Yeah. For that, I spent an evening at Reed College, and mostly what that consisted of was me playing on my phone, while college students also played on their phones. Yeah, I guess it was a good time though. Oh, I met the coup to do. Yes. And I fed the coup to do, and Melissa and I bathed the coup to do, and he was oddly not angry at everything. He's obsessed with Erica's feet, so that's a thing. He just like sits there by her feet and like waves his head back and forth, you know? It's interesting, and I'm sort of jealous because I love the coup to do. Reed is a gorgeous campus. I have video of it. Melissa's friends are actually pretty awesome. I'll give her that. I'm satisfied. Ben is like a cross between Logan Lerman and my cousin Trevor. He even does the food examining thing before he eats it. It's really funny. Hopefully that doesn't offend him that I said that. Peter's very quiet, and it makes me think he knows everyone's secrets and refuses to share them with me. Erica's just great. Okay, so she has her dog Mo that she takes around with her. So like, if you ever see Erica around campus, she has a dog in like a sling, and that's adorable. And also, Erica just really amuses me. Like, I approve of her existence, Melissa. Congratulations. There was another time when we were walking to Commons. I think maybe we weren't, but I was walking with Melissa, right? And this is before I knew any of her friends like at all. And I see this girl walk in our direction, whom I didn't recognize at the time, wearing like a full-blown winter coat when it's like upper 40s out. So like, jacket would make sense, but I'm talking like essentially a parka. And I just think to myself, let's play Spot the Hawaiian. That's referring to Melissa's friend Sophie, who's from Hawaii, who's pretty amusing. It's pretty great because like they're still excited about college amongst college students. Like, everyone else is pretty exhausted and burnt out, and Toria's just like, physics. So that amuses me too. Yeah, I don't know that I really knew the others that well. I had a pretty good time with all of them. Like, shout out to Oregon and whatnot. And then we, as a Malloy unit, without Megan, because she failed to check her schedule and thus ended up going back way early on first class. But yeah, the rest of us went out to Seaside, which is a town in Oregon on the Pacific coast. We had a house there. It was great. I got to get up and go walk along the ocean, sometimes a little bit more in the ocean than I intended. One morning, I got out and I just had like a 2-hour adventure where I was walking barefoot, and Eventually I got to a part where there were some rocks, right? And so I was sort of like deeper in the surf than I meant to. And then suddenly the ocean's up around my waist. So there's that. And then I walked around like sopping wet for it was 2 hours all in all. It was pretty good. Ate some good food. Got a lot of my clothes quite soaked in ocean water. Found some shells and whatnot. Yeah, man. So we were there for a couple days, and then we came back. And we were supposed to leave on Wednesday morning, and I was supposed to be back in Iowa by like 2 o'clock. By like 1 o'clock, and I was gonna come back and take my lit test, and it was gonna be good, right? No. Here's where the last part comes in. Is oh yeah. So we get there, and we're there for a while. It turns out that there are huge blizzards in Denver. So my mom and I's flight, are canceled for the day. So instead of like flying from there to Denver, which is like a 2 hour flight, and then an hour and a half flight from there to Des Moines, and getting home, travel time total like 5 hours. Instead, we got canceled. We had to get up early again the next morning, and ended up being like 10 hours because we had a 4 hour flight from Portland to Chicago, and then a 3 hour layover, and then a flight back. And that was much less enjoyable. And some of you on Snapchat might recall me sending out send help. That brings me to the last topic. This is much more dramatically put in the title than it really means. Mostly it's thinking about me being pleased that I was able to sleep at an airport. So both mornings, Mom and I got up at like 3:30, and then we shuttled over to the airport at like 4:15. And so I was tired. And so both mornings I took naps on the chairs in the airport, and that's pretty cool. I also slept on planes, and in a house on Seaside, and in a college dorm, and in hotels. So yes, for the last week I've been sleeping around, in a very literal sense. On that note, I'd never have any M+Ms because I suck. Hopefully I can edit this into something somewhat worthwhile. Oh, it was great seeing you, Melissa. All the best, guys.